Greetings guys, my name is Callum, also known as ALightNovel. You are currently watching TMG preseason match. You are watching Blob Squad versus ODG. ODG did win the previous match, and we're going to go into this game pretty well. I have my two co-hosts with me. Say hello, you two.
Hey.
How's it going?
Let's get into this match. Sion getting stunned. I believe they know what Sion's going to do. In a previous game, Sion died to red buff and basically used his passive to steal the buff. Blob Squad seeing the counter here by either watching the stream or knowing how this player plays, they did the exact best thing to counter it. I've gotta say though, Victorious Morgana is such a nice skin. That skin is wonderful. Nice ward in the wall there. Most people wouldn't see that ward. Stun on the soldier.
Nice binding and a flip from Volley.
I think the flip for Volley Bear should have been saved.
I do too.
He
really just pushed her out of the way.
Premature there. Just dying,
you know,
moving.
Performance anxiety. It happens to some of us. It happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best of us. Everybody gets a little shy. So here we go. We have the Callista and the Trundle bot lane. Morgana helping Volley Bear with the Krugs.
I feel personally like Callista could have really punished this Lucian for playing up so far without a Morg just then. So that didn't happen, but a binding, I guess, missing in the mid lane.
I don't like what Sion did. I feel like if he should have waited like 10-15 seconds and gone for their blue. He may have put them behind, but he would have still had the blue. I feel like if he did that, he would easily win this lane now. I know blue is nothing important to a Sion, but I feel like it could be important-ish. Oh, exhaust coming onto the Callista here. Callista literally going to be needing to use that heal soon. Thunderlord's Decree proccing off the Morgana's AA. I think the next one's coming out. Oh no!
This Morg.
Whoa, that spear didn't even hit her on my hitbox on my screen.
That was weird.
Yeah, that wasn't even it. It must be the Victorious skin.
So, Callista had, if I recall correctly, I can rewind, but if I recall correctly, I'm gonna go back. See if she had a ward or not. I'm pretty sure she had one. No, okay, so her ward was down when she went into that brush. And it was because Lucian got the line of vision cut off that he was able to win that trade, and then the exhaust just dug that hole even further. That advantage is really heavy in the favor of Lucian and Morgana.
We are currently at 3 minutes 50 seconds into this game. Like Graves is trying to steal the blue here by the looks of it. He has got it double warded, so we do have ODG having 2 wards on the enemy's blue side. Very good counter with jungling here. He's not actually counter jungling in the sense, but he has presence by wards and vision. The Volley Bear did smite wolves, so Graves can't enter from anywhere, but Graves going into the top lane. No wards on the bush. Oh, actually Malphite did have a ward on the bush. I couldn't see because Graves' character icon was over it. We have Graves now invading the blue. Volley Bear backing. I think he's baiting out this Graves to go in. By the looks of it, I think Graves wants to be referred. Sion going on the Malphite a bit more, playing a bit aggressive. Blob Squad playing pretty aggressive on the bot lane. Morgana going for the stun. Oh my god, Trundle tried to walk into that but knocked Morgana around the wall, so she landed the Q. I mean the stun. Yeah.
Lissandra really needs to look to one of these side lanes because there's a huge advantage for the blue side in bot lane, but if Lissandra goes down there, that entire advantage is gone. Like, that's it.
I think that's going to be at level 6 when Callista has her ult. I feel like a level 6 would be a lot more important. There's a stun, but she landed on a minion. Graves taking out the blue buff. It's actually going to reset if he doesn't get anywhere sooner. He missed the smite. Best smite. And hey, is he going to clear the camp? I highly recommend for that for anybody counter jungling. You always clear a camp because then you know when it respawns, and if you know when it respawns, you could actually take it back again, or then you know the enemy jungler is going to be there when it respawns. So if you do either, clearing a camp is better than stopping the camp from respawning, because what's going to happen is you're going to go stop that camp from respawning, and once you've stopped that camp from respawning, the enemy jungler is just going to go clear it, and then he knows when it spawns, and you've basically just got no vision on it. If you keep vision on it, you're going to have a tiny bit of vision on the enemy jungler, just because of when his red or blue buff will spawn. So if you want to use that sort of tactic in a ranked game or a normal game, go ahead, because I highly recommend it if you're an invader. Always clear a camp. Never just leave one.
Ring of Mind games is so strong when you consider how to play like that. It does create a lot of pressure, and that's what you're going to need. You're going to be able to invade with early damage from your jungler.
The pain train coming in on the mid lane on the Lux. Apps missing it. Volleybet also coming in from behind. Lissandra flashing the ultimate from Lux. The camera's going crazy because Trundle is going in a bot. A stun on Trundle. Teleport.
There's the teleport.
The teleport from the Lissandra too. Looks like
well.
This Malphite isn't level 6 yet, so he's not going to be that much use yet.
Yeah, coming in doesn't really have anything.
I reckon he's going to get the ultimate off a minion or something soon. Here we go. The Trundle
flash out from the Trundle.
No
and Graves getting caught on the side. First blood going to Lux.
And Malphite turned level 6. He needs to go in right now to save them all.
Right now would have been perfect. No, why did he not go in? They have Lux, Morgana, and Volleybet all there with presence. I don't understand why he didn't go in on that. He really could have done something there.
What a shame.
Blob squad getting the better into that trade with the first blood. Graves getting caught off to the side, and Lissandra roaming down late, or teleporting down late, excuse me, while Lux was pushed out in the mid lane, could just doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop, and nearby.
Lissandra had half HP and about half mana. I understand she was weak, but she went back to base, then teleported bot. Me personally, I thought she was teleporting bot, because I saw the backing animation and I saw 2 teleports. So I was like, okay, she's they've double teleported bot. And if she did that, they would have won that fight. She had her ultimate at the time as well. She would have won that fight.
Oh no, at that point, Lissandra had used her ultimate in the mid lane previously to dodge out on the volley bear gank. So she did not have her ult up at that time, which is another reason why I feel like she should have just teleported sooner, so she could have been more effective in the gank. But she teleports to a distant ward.
They should have been like, top lane should have been like teleporting, and he should have instantly gone in on that.
I think they should have just double TP'd instantly, because she was backing in a brush.
Ooh, a bit of an early rend there for no reason. That early rend was their downfall there. Trundle was like a bit faster. He would have caught up, got in front of like just enough bit of length to go on the pillar to stop Lucian from backing off. And Callista could have kept auto-attacking him, causing him to get more spears, and he would have died there. The Morgana would have been too late. Callista there going for the minion stacks on the Lucian. If you didn't know, if you get a bunch of Ren stacks on a minion or a jungle camp, then spear that minion, you will, and then hit another target. The target that you hit with the spear will get all the stacks from what you've received. There's the ultimate on the Lissandra dodging. He looks, Sion coming in with a charge. Oh, that ultimate was not worth it. Lux knocking him up. Lissandra taking the kill with an auto attack. I don't really think that kill was really needed for Lissandra. I feel like a lot of people are lacking in there. We have Volleybag stuck in the dragon pit.
Oh, poor Volley.
He had flash as well. He had flash as well.
I don't think he could have flashed out of anything right there.
He could have flashed towards Tribush. He could have flashed towards Tri and walked towards his teammates.
Yeah, guess he just didn't have the presence of mind to figure that out. And a smite or a rend stack secure from Callista onto the dragon. That's going to be first dragon going over to ODG. They're looking strong. They might be able to bring this one into their favor. They could get some advantages in the bot lane. Lissandra finally coming online. Now she's going to scale with this Rod of Ages. That's just how it works. Lux a little bit stronger right now with the needlessly large rod, so she's going to be able to bully out and trade harder and clear harder. But when that Lissandra gets that Rod of Ages, it's going to be extremely hard for anyone on that team to kill her, considering it's tanks, Lux, and Lucian. And Now Lux does a lot of damage, but
oh, Malphite doing a lot of damage to the Scion here, taking like half of its HP, and Scion doing nothing.
yeah, Scion
Oh,
doesn't have much but the engage.
Knocking got Morgana, Trundle going in, getting ultimate from Morgana. Callista's probably going to get stuck here by them. Oh, here we go. Lucian needs to get this damage out, but Ren's Morgana. Now Lucian's got to back out. What was Lucian thinking? He should have dashed in on the Callista and he would have took her out. He would have saved Morgana.
He could have flashed in. That would have saved more. He didn't even heal.
Heal as well. He had heal as well. Oh my. He should have flashed in on that. Lutis should have flashed in on that.
Well, just a pure misplay. That's all that was. And I also feel like, if you look, Lissandra was backing at that point. Lux has the ability to roam down. I mean, sure, sacrifice a few minions to get your team ahead. That's not a problem.
ODG here coming in now with the 2 points ahead. Rocking 800 gold more than Blob squad. Nice. She keeps trying to get those like stuns from the side of the map, and I don't know why. She's hit one of them. We have the
Here comes Scion
on the Lux. Lux already knows he's coming. There's the ultimate. There's the dash. That was a beautiful, and she is just deleted. I don't think that was completely worth it. A bit of BM there, but
I mean, flash for flash. Flash for flash traded in the mid lane. Lux just shouldn't have stayed around. As soon as she saw Graves, she should have just, let's say, I mean, she tried to hide behind her turret, but if you saw, he was trying to get that Tokyo drift down on that Scion, and it's a Volley Bear versus Graves, but Graves gets jumped on, but it doesn't matter. Volley Bear dies. This Graves does so much damage right now with that Warrior enchant. And that Malphite's gonna die too. That's a killing spree for the Lissandra. She's gonna be so big with this rod coming into the mid game. Watch for the Morg binding. Does land on the Trundle. But the pillar lands as well. No spear from Callista though.
I mean, this is definitely Phytogenics definitely having a better Scion game. You could see his team is actually following up on all his Scion ults and pretty much all the plays that he's been going into. And it's just much better game than the first Scion game we saw coming out of him.
Much clearer communications is what I would attribute that to, personally. I'm not in the comms. I don't know what's going on, but I can tell that the Graves and the Scion were both, hey, we can do this at this time. I'm Scion. I'm just gonna run at you at 2 billion miles an hour, and there's nothing you can do about it. And bam, Lux is dead.
We could definitely see the wet noodle fight going on, but actually Malphite's getting the better of this Scion.
Actually might win this. I don't know. Nothing's happening.
Malphite hasn't even built anything big. Yeah, and he's still damaging it.
Oh, man.
No, Callista.
Oh!
Lucian actually did what I told him to do. He must be listening to the chat. We have a teleport.
There's the Lissandra teleport. Or for the Scion.
Oh, no, that was...
I really would have liked that to be from Lissandra there. That would have been a double kill with the claw.
Scion has his ultimate, like...
I think he's... I don't think he's going to be doing it. The Malphite's coming in. That would be a really... Ooh!
That ultimate taking a bit of his health down there. Scion's starting the minion wave though. Here comes Malphite. Malphite does have his ultimate soon. About 5 seconds left on Malphite's ultimate to come off cooldown. Lissandra doing a bit of damage to the Lux on mid. Volley Bear and Malphite can easily push them back bot lane by themselves. We do have Trundle here backing. We do have Scion backing as well. What's your opinion on Scion using his ultimate to get back to lane quicker?
It's kind of I sometimes when I play Scion I do that, but I feel you really need to use that Scion ultimate for what Phytogenic is using it for right now.
Use it to get to lane, but like hit the enemy laner, so like you'd use it mid lane to do it.
I think it's not a bad thing to do, but you know, you also want to save that ult so you can get to other places. And
oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Scion ultimate coming down the mid again. Ooh, that stop was not worth. Actually, I guess that stop was worth it. The knockup coming onto the Malphite. Malphite taking a bit of damage here. Probably going to see a Callista ult coming in on the Lucian soon. Here we go. We got Graves getting knocked into the bush. Graves dashing out. Volibear doing some aggressive damage. Will we get the Malphite Q? Is the Malphite Q going to come out? Lissandra dashing over to the Wraiths, taking down Lux a tiny bit. Malphite dashing out with his ultimate to go to red. Volibear backing out. Graves going in with the damage. Graves using his saber to do some damage. There we go. Volibear being taken down. Trundle trapping Morgana in a wall. Callista here needs to be coming in with the team. Sion coming from behind, knocking Lucian up on the verge. Coming, here we go. Now we're going to get some Rens on this Morgana. I believe they're going to dive. Morgana throwing in. Trundle going to be tanking the tower on behalf of the enemy team. Perfect. This is where good old ODG needs to take down that bot lane. They may be able to even push the tier 2 tower down.
Just a perfectly executed series of plays from ODG, and they get everything that they could ever want with this. I mean, it's like you gotta, in order to realize your dreams, you have to wake up from them, right? They just said, oh man, I just had a really good night's rest, and what I thought of was completely smashing Blob Squad in their red side jungle, and that's exactly what happened. Nice attempt there from
You
Lux.
don't know anything about rest. You had like a whole bit of BM there from Crispy. You've had like 1 hour's sleep, but you don't know what rest is.
Hey man, it's dedication.
Caster's got to do what a caster's got to do. It's currently like 4 AM here, so... I think ODG are gonna take Baron. I feel like it's just gonna be another Baron 25 minutes end.
I'm pretty sure Graves...
every team in our current league does Baron at like 25, 26, 27, 8 minutes, like that sort of time.
Yeah, there's definitely always going to be a Baron happening between the 20 and 30 minute mark.
Last game we didn't actually have a Baron, surprisingly.
So this is what happens when you see the Sion pick come out. Everything goes right when his team plays around it. And he is the Darshan of this team. He has to be the carry. He's good at it. I mean, he's manhandling this Malphite up in the top lane and making his presence known on the map all at the same time, which is the mark of a good top laner. You're going to need to be able to teleport. And, I mean, with Sion Ultimate, you really don't even need to teleport. Everything about what he's doing is simply just better than the other guy, and that's exactly what you want as a top laner. But here comes Volibear on the engage. Sion doesn't even care. He's just going to roll out, and there's going to be the engage on the Lucian in the bot lane. Looks like Callista's just going to start stacking onto Mort. The Ren comes out early. There's the Callista heal, and a teleport getting stopped from Malphite. Actually, a miscommunication. There's Volibear again. Is that going to be a kill onto the Malphite or the Sion? Lissandra's going to come in. They're going to try. There's the ultimate from Malphite. But it doesn't matter. He gets away with a sliver of health.
God, that is disgusting. They could go
and
back
oh
in on this.
man, and it looks like
Volibear.
Volibear.
Cameron, what are you doing? I don't care about bot lane, but I do. Oh my God.
But
it's the 3-man dive. I do care. No, Trundle getting destroyed by the tower. Oh my God. Oh,
he dies to minions.
Mage minions OP. Sion getting ulted by the Lux, just surviving by the hairs on his chinny chin.
But meanwhile in this bot lane, ODG keeping the push going. They could pressure mid. They need to pressure mid right now.
This is definitely a much different game than we were seeing in the first game, where pretty much these teams were even for the first 25 minutes of the game, and then ODG just came out with a series of good plays. But now we just see ODG right from the start just getting everything that they want and basically succeeding in all these plays that they're making all around the map.
And I hope this is what we get to see throughout this entire tournament, is just teams taking games off of each other. Just left and right, and no clear winner.
Oh my
but
God,
good
my
play.
camera's going off on its own. Camera, go
Sion
back.
ult somehow still hits Lux.
What is this Sion doing?
Gets thrown back into the tower. Mad disrespect. Get a little bit of a dance out there.
That is definitely just some mad disrespect right there.
And here we go. We're gonna see Baron spawning in 10 seconds. The Trundle biting.
Oh, Callista
Morgana.
gets
Callista getting
hit up.
by Morgana.
There's Malphite. He's gonna ult in. No, he doesn't have ult.
You need to remember, guys, when you're playing Morgana, it's QE. QE. You always E after you've queued. Trundle just getting thrown in there for no reason. Maybe for the kind of bit of knock up. I'm shocked we didn't actually see like Most of the time when I play Callisto or play with friends, I'm probably gonna have like a Yasuo in my game. And I know it sounds stupid to work a whole team around 2 people, but the Callisto throw-in combo, like if you have like Callisto, Malphite, and Yasuo, that's a crazy combo.
Lissandra would have ulted someone at that point. I don't know if it was up, but with that play with Sion teleporting, I really feel like they could have forced something, and they didn't.
Sion can still ult. It's coming up right now, but Graves and Kalista aren't there for the fight, so obviously nothing's really gonna happen. Everyone's
feel like
just gonna go back home.
I feel like they should send Kalista up to mid and have somebody with teleport in the bot lane and just push that out. Maybe set up some vision around Baron, maybe threaten. Not actually start it up, but threaten that they can. Because they do have Kalista. And Ren stacks are great.
Graves going again, trying to steal the Wraiths, failing.
A nice flash from Volibear, and that's the only way that you're going to get an engage from him, but it works every time.
If you look in the chat, it says Rift Herald has slain the Rift Herald.
Yep, that's what happens. He kind of commits suicide there. He's just like, I'm not as good as Baron. Ends his own life.
It would be
a flash from Lucian. I don't think that was very necessary. There was no summoners coming out from Kalista.
Oh, Sion just ulting out for no reason. I think he could have just walked out there anyway.
He wanted to test his drifting seals on Summoner's Rift, that's what it was.
Yeah, is Lucian taking the red buff? There's got to be a Baron soon. Oh,
a nice flash from Lux, but here comes the pillar from Trundle. No, never mind. Morgana's there to back her up. But it does force a flash out of Lux, so...
I think what we need to start seeing here is Blob squad just putting out better wards, because as you can see right now, all they really have the wards are around their red side jungle, and ODG is just good with their warding. They have wards pretty much everywhere.
Are they going to engage on this? Lissandra is low, but Sion is big. Yeah. Not exactly a crucial Q, but they do need to throw poke with Lux. They do need to land bindings with Morg. They need to have a good engage with Malphite. And Volibear does not have flash, so Malphite is your primary engage right now.
Here we go. Maybe a team fight going in. Oh, the
red team slaying it. And a nice knockup from Malphite.
There we go, Lissandra going in, going to be going on the Lux, trying to tunnel the Lux out of the fight. Lissandra turning around, Lissandra using her Zonyas. There's a big fight going on now. I don't even know what I'm seeing. Here comes Lissandra with the double kill. We have Lux and Morgana backing out.
Excellent team fighting from that Lissandra, just completely zoning both carries, getting a snipe onto the Lucian, and then Zoniazing herself immediately after the Lux binding lands, so that there's no follow-up damage and burst from the Lux, then flashing straight in to get the kill.
I think Sion's gonna suicide here.
I think he has to. I think that's the only way, unless he just wants Trundle to tank it.
Yeah, they're gonna have
Sandra playing zone.
Sion. They're going to have to suicide Sion. Oh no, no. I mean, Lissandra's just gonna zone out.
Oh.
They're able to get the aggro on the Baron. Actually,
nobody
spread
dies.
out. Yeah,
really good coordination.
I was expecting the Sion to die there. Does Sion keep the Baron buff if he dies when it goes on, like if he's in his form?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think that's a one buff that doesn't stay with the Sion ult.
Interesting. I don't see why he should keep red or blue buff then if he gets to keep that. If he doesn't get to keep that.
Oh no, that's definitely something we could
after
change.
He dies. I don't think you can have Baron buff during death.
No,
well,
like he's hitting it and it doesn't count as him being dead, but like then the blue transfers over and so does the red. So why wouldn't it transfer over with Baron?
That's a good point.
I don't know. Maybe someone's gonna have to try that out. Yeah, just look it up really quickly.
This Lissandra holding down her tier 1 tower still 25 minutes into the game. I think a teamfight mid needs to happen here.
They just need to take this Baron buff and just ride minion waves into the turret and just just force themselves upon this Blob squad that just isn't able to handle this massive ODG team.
Right now, in my personal opinion, for the past 2 games, I feel like Photogenic is going to be the MVP. May not have the most kills, may not have the best score, but I feel like due to the factor of the previous 2 games he played, he's really catched up with his team. But I don't know, the Lissandra's also done amazingly well this game. Like, I understand with like Sion, he played Sion and played Poppy, but I feel like he's doing so much for his team. Malphite dodging the Q from Sion, then back up. Here goes Baron.
This is gonna be a wet noodle fight.
Man, the siege, that's all they need. And they don't have good siege with this comp, but they have great dive. If they need it. Lissandra into the back line.
If we do not see a ZZ Rapport or an Ohm Wrecker this season, I'll be so angry.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see the portal. I don't know about Ohm Wrecker, that'd be pretty troll.
Udio has an Udio big
And there's a God bless.
Oh my God, it is just evaporating into nothing there. Jesus Christ.
And that's gonna be a kill on the Malphite. He actually dodges away with his ultimate. Sion wants to get him.
Sion got cocky there.
Well, Malphite
I know I'm
barely
definitely going
lives.
to be playing Sion in Ultra Rapid Fire just to spam that Q and that out. Constant flails.
He's gonna go down though, but in the meantime, they're gonna get this turret.
Here comes the team fight that we're looking for.
Sion gonna go engaging.
Sandra should have gone in there. I feel like she should have gone in. He goes just throwing his body around.
One for inhibitor. Still good for the red side here.
This Lissandra's honestly doing work, just being able to destroy that Morgana and just an ult, a Q, and a W. That's pretty scary right there.
This Graves is really far ahead. This Lissandra is really far ahead. Everybody on the team is just really far ahead. It's hard to say, oh, this damage threat will fall off. This damage threat will fall off when there's a close to an 11k gold lead that we're talking about at 27 minutes. That's a pretty massive. That's almost as massive as Sion right now. Look at how big he is.
I nearly made a childish joke by saying that's what she said, but I won't do that. I'm not that sort of commentator.
I think we're gonna need like a jar of like quarters and stuff, and you're gonna have to like put a quarter or like a dollar in every time you say
like
that she said.
On the street, and then every time someone makes a bad comment, we have to donate like $1.
Yeah.
I'm the tip jar. Donate $1 to me.
Jeez,
Sion is really bullying this Malphite at this point. Malphite's gonna have to use his flash to get away, but Sion can probably follow up with his. And that's a nice catch. Another catch onto the Morg. This... Oh, Malphite goes down too. This Lissandra is doing so much work. Morg's like, ah, black shield. Da -da 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 -da, and then immediately dead. That's just how it works. Lux trying to get a pick onto the Lissandra. Lissandra's going to ult. There's probably going to... Flash. No, Flash is gone. But Callista forcing the Lux flash. She's going to dodge out. Does get hit by the Q. Does have to flash. But takes the entire calling to the face. And that's going to be a flash in from Volibear for the kill. Lissandra does get away. They're going to turn on the Trundle. But Lissandra might turn back. And they did so much damage with that burst. Volibear has no passive. He has no flash. No life. He's gone. That's going to be second inhibitor. And
great game from ODG this time.
ODG just needs to walk to top lane and do the same thing. And they can just close this out. Malphite ultimate just now, or it has been up, that's right. He used flash earlier, not his ultimate. Alright, go dragon. Get fourth dragon. Secure everything that you could ever dream of in this game. It's your in-game fantasy, man. What do you want to do? How do you want to get it? Trundle soloing dragon. Trundle. No. Okay. Support Trundle soloing dragon. What are you gonna do? Nothing.
And this Malphite's actually taking the blue for himself.
Hey man, you gotta carry on 0, 4, and 2 Malphite, dude. That's how it works.
Just look how much armor he has, and somehow that Scion is just able to shred through him no matter what.
Well, the thing is, Scion's Shout removes armor and magic resistance.
I believe like
making-
40% or something, 20% for 5 seconds.
And it's a nasty amount when you consider A, how far ahead Scion is, and B, how much armor is actually on the Malphite. That's a lot of armor that he's losing whenever you consider percentage costs. And that Scion is just going to shred him every time.
I feel like this Scion's doing a very aggressive job for the team. We do have Baron spawning in 7 minutes. ODG taking control of the enemy blue jungle. Scion getting stunned by the Morg, then he looks, and here comes Kalista just clearing the wave.
Nice Trundle Pillar, oh man.
No, Kalista does not have a flash. The soldier coming in over the wall, gonna freeze the Morgana, taking her completely out of the fight. Ooh, I feel like Baron now, take his tier down, take Baron and end.
I feel like just in the game right here, personally. You have all 5 members, you have
Lucian,
super minions.
I only have Lucian, really. I wouldn't say Volibear's done much in the run, like the mind of damage wise. He can't really do much. He's only got a Spirit Visage and
You just can't handle the minion spread. That's Sexy Spartan going down. He's gonna try and ult away, but he's still gonna die to a flash from Scion.
Barrier.
That's it, that's game.
GG ODG. Hope you guys have enjoyed TMG preseason. Remember guys, we are going to be streaming this Friday, 22nd of April. Hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. My name has been Callum, also known as ALightNovel. My co-hosts are Dackle and Vegetio. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day. Say goodbye, my co-hosts.
What about the interview?
Oh, well, God, yeah, I always forget about the interview.
What would you do without me?
What would I do without the co-host? Hey, good job I have co-host. We're going to do the interview, then we'll say goodbye. This is basically for the VODs on YouTube. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Remember to check us out at twitch.tv/TrueMindedGaming. See you later.